There's a moment near the end of Monarch Legacy of Monsters' second season finale where series protagonist Cate Randa throws herself into danger to save a creature that most of the world would simply destroy. A young woman finally embracing the notion that understanding matters more than control. And in that single moment, this show reminds you exactly why the Monsterverse matters. Legendary's Monsterverse has always been, at its best, a meditation on humanity's relationship with the natural world. The arrogance of believing we can dominate forces that predate us by millions of years, and the humility required to recognize that coexistence, however uncomfortable, is the only sustainable path forward. The films have explored this with great success, but Monarch Legacy of Monsters remains the franchise's most sustained and intimate engagement with that idea, because it grounds these enormous themes in the lives of one deeply complicated family. Season 2 picks up immediately where the first left off. The Randa family reunited on Kong's Skull Island in 2017. In their effort to rescue Colonel Lee Shaw from Axis Mundi, they accidentally release a new Titan into the world, a vast squid-like creature they call Titan X. What follows is a globe-trotting race between Monarch and the ever-opportunistic Apex Cybernetics to find and control it, played out, as always, against the slow revelation of secrets that have shaped the Randa family across generations. And that dual timeline structure, past and present, cause and consequence, is still the show's greatest strength. Kurt and Wyatt Russell continue to be the series' secret weapon. Their shared portrayal of Lee Shaw across decades is the most effective emotional connective tissue this show has. There's something almost melancholy in watching the older Lee navigate a world that has moved so far beyond him, carrying the weight of choices made when he was younger and more certain. And the goodbye between Keiko and the younger Lee in the finale, mediated across time by his older self, is one of the most emotional sequences the Monsterverse has ever produced. Mari Yamamoto's Keiko is equally compelling. She has returned from Axis Mundi at precisely the age she disappeared, to a son now older than she is, in a world that moved nearly 60 years without her. Yamamoto plays it not as trauma, but as determined bewilderment, a woman who has lost everything except her essential self, and chooses to build something new. When this season works, and it works more often than not, it works with real confidence, and the finale is the clearest proof of that. Kate's decision to risk her life for Titan X doesn't feel like heroism for its own sake. It feels like the logical culmination of everything her character's been building toward since we first met her. A traumatized survivor of G-Day, slowly learning that the creatures she feared weren't simply monsters. They were participants in a natural order she was only beginning to understand. By the season's end, she's standing alongside Keiko inside Monarch, the two of them building something new. An approach to the Titans rooted in discovery rather than control. It's a genuinely hopeful image, and it points toward exactly where we know this story is ultimately headed in the films. With Godzilla Kong Supernova on the horizon, Monarch Legacy of Monsters increasingly feels like the emotional backbone of this entire franchise. The monsters are spectacular. When they arrive, they hit with the same visual grandeur and kineticism we've come to expect. But this show has always understood something the films can't fully explore on their own. Spectacle without consequence is just noise. Monarch gives us the space to sit with what these titans mean, for the world and for the people trying to make sense of living alongside them. In its finest moments, Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2, especially in its closing hour, demonstrates that this is a series still finding new and resonant ways to explore the questions at the heart of the Monsterverse about humanity's place in a world it doesn't control. If you've been sleeping on Legendary's Monsterverse, it's time to get caught up. Both seasons of Monarch Legacy of Monsters are on Apple TV right now, and with Supernova coming, there's never been a better time to experience it. So tell me, are you watching the Monsterverse? And if so, what do you think of Monarch Legacy of Monsters? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Fandom Frontline for more deep dives into the stories that shape our fandom.